Say hi.
Hi.
What are we doing?
Well, we just woke up and decided to clean this closet.
To get the Halloween stuff out.
Yeah, super lame. 'Cause this closet sucks, as you can see.
I've already mentioned it goes the whole length of the side of the house, see?
It's really weird.
And we kind of just threw everything in when we were moving.
So it was only
we were
it was
tired
only
at the end.
about this high.
But it was all the way here to the door.
Yeah.
So now everything's in the hallway, and we're trying to...
Now we'll have it down to about this.
We're trying to organize it now. So that's what we're doing today, and then I'm gonna decorate.
Yay!
I don't know why I keep thinking this is recording lately, and then I look up and it's not recording. I was just talking about how I got the closet done yesterday, and it's so much more organized now. It was just a mess because when we moved here, it took 3 freaking days, like I've mentioned before, and towards the end we were just over it and throwing stuff in there. We didn't have the strength to like stack it up high, because that closet goes all the way to the ceiling, all the way that length of the house, the left-hand side of the house. So, it was just full of stuff. I threw a bunch of stuff away, and like all the stuff we never use or touch is in the back now, so I don't have to worry about getting to it. And I pulled out all the Halloween. I didn't decorate much yet, and now all the Christmas stuff is at the front, because I think after Halloween's done and I take all that stuff down, I'm gonna put it in the basement. And then once I decorate for Christmas and take that down, that'll go in the basement too, so that all the decor and decorations are in the basement. We didn't put anything down there originally. I mean, there is stuff down there, but there's so much room for storage down there that we didn't use because we thought it was going to be like Steven's area, and we decided against that. So it's a good thing we did, because the basement is very humid. I've mentioned that before too. I don't understand why it's so humid down there, because I've never had a basement be humid before. But Aiden has school today. It is Tuesday. There was no school yesterday because of Labor Day. And it was also, Monday is usually trash day, and I totally forgot, and we put it out anyway, so the trash has been out there since Sunday night. I haven't even looked at it. I hope like cats didn't pick at it or anything. There is a cat that has been coming to the back door, and Steven got mad because I fed it, and now it keeps coming back, but I haven't seen her for a few days. The lady next door has told us that like people who used to live here left cats behind, which is just mean. Like, I don't know why you would leave your friggin' cats. And then over the years they've had kittens and kittens and kittens, and there's a bunch of feral cats. But I don't see this cat being a feral cat, because it friggin' wanted to waltz right into the house and like rub against me and stuff, and she was purring, and I gave her tuna fish. Then I bought cat food, and now I haven't seen her for a couple days, so I don't know. I think because they're outdoor cats, they just take off and come and go as they please. I never liked that. I never liked having outdoor cats. Because, I mean, this street is busy, and my grandma's street was busy, so I grew up on a busy street and know how often animals can get hit by cars. So that is not something I would want to go through with a pet. I'm using the Tinkerbell palette today because it's really pretty. Again, don't know why I'm bothering to put makeup on. And I do have to go to the post office when school is done. I need some kind of lip balm here. Or maybe I'll use this. My friend Ashley sent me a birthday package, and this Profusion Lipmosa. I don't know if they have different colors of this, but this is so similar to the matte, what are they called? The Tartist lip paints that I love. It's got that same like super creamy feel to it. And this is such a perfect color for my lips. It doesn't have a scent or anything. What I like about it is it doesn't dry your lips out, but it's super easy to take off. Like it's smudge proof one and everything. But all day long when you have it on, when you go like this, it still feels smooth and creamy. But you don't have to worry about it coming off on stuff because it's not completely dry yet, but it's like a kiss-proof one. So it doesn't make a mess or anything when you're eating and stuff like that. It does fade when you're eating. You have to reapply it, but I like the color. It's like a very neutral pink for my lip tone here. But anyway, I have to go get Eden set. He's already dressed and everything and ready to go, but I want him to eat something before we do school. So I'll talk to you guys later. I don't want these videos to just be me doing my makeup in the morning, so I gotta figure out something else to film here. But today is Thursday, I think. Yes, it's Thursday. Tomorrow we have to do a meeting with Eden's teacher, and then Tuesday we have to do an IEP meeting, which is, I guess, just because he's new at this school and they want to amend it for virtual school and everything. They haven't mentioned anything about occupational therapy yet, which is weird because I was pretty sure the lady said over the phone that they do that. The only thing, I think I've talked about it before, the only thing he needs occupational therapy for, because he doesn't have physical therapy anymore. They determined a few years ago that he could stop doing that because he can walk and run and everything fine, but the occupational therapy is because of his grip on like pens and pencils and markers and stuff. He writes like this, like he holds everything like this, and he has super neat handwriting, but I can't get him to break this. Like even when he was in physical school, they were not able to get him to stop doing that. And I've tried everything. I have pencil grips and all kinds of different things that are supposed to make his grip the right way on pens and pencils, and he always just goes back to that. Like as soon as I leave the room or walk away, he goes back to holding it like that because that's what he's used to and that's how he can write quicker. So if they don't do it at this school, I'm just going to have to keep working on him with it because the occupational therapist that he worked with the last few years at his old school showed me lots of tips and tricks. Nothing's working so far, but I'll keep trying. So that's Tuesday, we have to do that. And I think we're done with like the meetings and stuff. And he's gotta go for his yearly physical, which he didn't even go last year. I'm like petrified to go into a doctor's office. I haven't. He needs another like a booster shot or something this year because he's turning 9. I don't remember which one it is, but I remember her saying like he doesn't need any more shots until he turns 9. So I'm pretty sure that was October 3rd that they made the appointment for. I don't know, like I had called and nobody was answering, and then I guess his doctor's appointment, you can make the appointments online now. So it was like requested appointment, and then they called me and I missed the phone call, and then they just left a message saying I made the appointment for October 3rd. So I was like, okay, cool. I didn't have to talk to anybody, but still trying to work through these palettes here and see. I'm just gonna, I'll use this one, the Sagittarius one today. Wonder what ColourPop's coming out with next, because I haven't seen anything. The last thing I got was the Tinkerbell one. Oh, that's right, I saw they were doing some giant palette too, but never interested in the gigantic ones. I still haven't decorated for Halloween yet. I made a big deal about getting all the stuff out of the closet. And I haven't put, well, I put some stuff up. I put that the doorbell eyeball thingy up on the door, on the inside of the door, because there was already a nail there, and I'm like, look, it's perfect. That's where I used to always put it at the old house, was on the inside of the front door. I'm not gonna put it on the outside because I don't need someone friggin' knocking it down and breaking it when they deliver a package or something. Because if like FedEx or UPS delivers something that's in an envelope, they always stick it inside the door. And they're so rough with everything, they just like slam the door. It scares the crap out of me most of the time because I'm always home and I hear it. Oops. I have a tooth that is like, it's a broken one, and it's been bothering me the past few weeks. Like, I can't let anything hot or cold touch it. It's way back here. It's the same one that I had pulled on this side, and I know I'm gonna have to get that pulled, and I'm gonna have no goddamn teeth in the back and have a hard time chewing. I just don't have dental insurance right now, so that's not freaking fun. The goddamn, I'm not even gonna get started on the healthcare system, but I don't have dental insurance right now, and that's not awesome. Steven has a bunch of teeth. Both of us just want our teeth yanked and friggin' put dentures in. I don't even care if I would have to have that done, because it would solve so many problems. I've had problems with my teeth my entire life. No matter what I do, I brush and I floss like you're supposed to, and like I've been told by every dentist I've ever had, I just have soft teeth and there's like nothing you can really do. I'm like, then give me fake teeth, because I've always hated my teeth anyway. I don't love my smile. I think I would just be happier with fake teeth. Not even like veneers. I'm not asking to go like the super expensive route. I just want freaking dentures. I'll be fine with it. Like the people in Breaking Amish. Does anybody else watch that? I love that show. I hope it comes back again. Although it's not called Breaking Amish anymore. They changed it to Return to Amish, I think. I don't know. But that was one of the shows I binge watched over this last year. And the newest season ended a few months ago, so I'm hoping they bring it back. That was something that like I wasn't expecting to get as into as I did. But I was super invested in it by the time it was over. We watched a movie the other night. I was in the mood to watch a horror movie or a scary movie, either one. And it always takes us like an hour to find something on Vudu if we're gonna watch a movie, because we can never agree on things. The things he wants to watch, I don't want to watch, and the things I want to watch, he doesn't want to watch. So we settled on some movie called We Need to Do Something. I think that was the name of it. It had like a promising plot to it, and it sounded like it was going to be good. The trailer looked good. It was decent enough to keep our attention the whole movie, but then the ending was one of those movies that was like, oh, that's it? I hate movies like that. I friggin' hate them. It was basically a waste of time. I just see movies as that as a waste of time. Like, that is time I will never get back. But I just sat here watching this damn movie. And I kind of want to watch Hereditary again, because I did not like that movie. I didn't find it scary whatsoever. And like everything I read keeps, like, especially this time of year where people put out like the scariest movies to watch for Halloween or top 10 horror movies and stuff like that. Hereditary is always like number one, and I don't understand it. I've seen it. I don't get it. I don't understand why it was so scary. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention enough to it or what, but I sat there and I watched the whole thing by myself because Steven didn't want to watch it. I might have him watch it with me and then see. Because, like, I did not find that movie the scariest movie I've ever seen. It happens a lot at the time, though. Like, somebody will say, oh, this is such a creepy horror movie. And, like that happens all the time with, like, the Conjuring movies that are all the friggin' same movie over and over again. Anything like that, it's all demonic possession and ghost movies and stuff like that. They're all the same movie over and over again. Cheap jump scares, and that's it. That's what makes it scary. I'm not a jump scare movie person. I don't like them. I do like my favorite types of horror movies, I guess, are the gory ones, but like I don't even find those scary. It's just I'm trying to think of a movie that I find scary. Or like the last movie that's actually kind of scared me. I guess The Strangers creeped me out. That was more of like a creep me out movie than anything else. That was the last movie I saw in the theater with my mom, actually. But I've seen that one a few times, and it always makes me want to double check that the doors are locked at night. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. It's been really hard to find a good horror movie lately, and it's bumming me out because that's my favorite genre. Hey guys, it is Saturday today, so I was gonna say I have to go get the groceries, but I just remembered that I ordered them for Sunday, not Saturday. But straightened my hair again yesterday. It's all poofy on top, but I haven't added any more orange or red or anything. Like I haven't touched it up at all since I put the orange on top of the yellow to get rid of that yellow. But I think that shampoo works pretty well because it hasn't really faded that much at all. So I'm really impressed with the Arctic Fox shampoo and conditioner. I'm definitely going to keep using that. We had Aiden's teacher's meeting, the meeting with Aiden's teacher yesterday. So that went well. It was just like a 15-minute little meet and greet type thing. They have some kind of testing next week that they have to do. That's kind of like they already did one. That was like an assessment to place them in their levels for their math and ELA and everything. So this is kind of the same thing. It's just a different program they're using. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which palette I should use today. I'm going to try to use this Pisces one. I have a couple left to use, and of course they're the ones that had the weird color stories that I wasn't sure how I was going to use them. But I don't have to rush today, so I will try to use those today. I put up most of the Halloween stuff except for the front window. I'm pissed because there's a couple things I can't find. I can't find what I did with my big giant skull that I put out every year. It's like a styrofoam skull. I'm sure you've seen it before in my vlogs if you have watched me for several years, or even since last year, because I had it out last year. How do I lose something that big? I know we didn't throw it away. I don't know what the hell happened to it. And then my little, I think the year before last, my grandma had gotten me like this light up snow globe skull. It was like a skull, and it had rainbow lights in it that, like a fan inside of it that blew stuff around, and it would like make a water design on the ceiling and stuff. I wanted to put that in the window because I thought it would look really cool laying up the curtain and stuff. I have no idea where I put it. I know when we moved and when I was packing everything, it was near all the candle stuff, but like all my candles are in one spot now, and I don't remember seeing that. And if I had come across that, it would be out already, because I had that thing out year round. I know it's not something that had been left behind, because we took absolutely everything that we wanted to take. So it's bugging me that I can't find it. I don't know where it's buried. It could still be in that damn closet that I already cleaned out, and I just didn't go through one of the boxes because I thought I already had all the Halloween and Christmas stuff out. Such a bummer. It's so my body is already used to getting up early. It's so early right now on a Saturday, and I can't sleep anymore. So I got up and I was like, I'm gonna just do my makeup because we gotta go to the post office anyway. What a pain. I'm like slowly going through and trying each of the Essence ones, and they're all pretty decent. I mean, some of them work better than others. Some of them have like a drier formula than others. I hate the ones that are really dry because I just feel like it's a waste. Like nothing goes on my lashes, and it kind of just combs them out and separates them a bit, and that's about all it does. But I really liked this the It Lash Blowout one when I first got it, but it like dried up so fast. This is not worth the price that they charge for it. And then what else do I have over here? I have the Kiss one, the primer, and what is it called? Lash Uprising. It's from the brand Joa, but it's owned by Kiss, and I don't like this one at all. This is just a weird bulky brush, dry formula. It doesn't do much to your lashes. I've got to like throw this out so I don't keep reaching for it. And then the other ones I have in here are the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara, which is the one I've kind of been stuck with since they don't make my other one anymore. But this has the little tiny rubbery grippy brush that I like. And then my hashtag lashes of the day, which is old at this point. It still has so much in it, and they just don't make it anymore for some reason. So I guess I will use the Extreme Volume one today. Who Aiden's saying hi to. He might be trying to wake Steven up. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up for now. I'll try and show you some of the Halloween stuff once everything's done. So this is kind of like my work in progress shelf over here. This is one of those Michaels haunted houses that you have to build and put together. I have the other one too. I haven't made it yet because I wasn't sure what I was gonna put in both of them. But for now, I have my two little Halloween candy guys here, and I bought these little pumpkins from Michaels also, and Ghoul Friend and Vampire Blood Candle from this year. And then let's say we have Aiden built this, or made this craft from Michaels, and we had two of them. We had one with witches that he made for my grandma, and then we made this one together. And the light that came with it came with like a little LED button light, and this one was broken, so I bought these off of Amazon. I think it was 50 of them for like $8, and they're like balloon lights for weddings and stuff like that. But this thing has been going for like 3-4 days now, and they only said like 24 hours, so it's still going strong, but I have a bunch of them for when it runs out. And then this was my old wax warmer that's broken. It broke in the move, but I still keep it out for decor purposes. This, I just got this, like the week before last actually, or a couple weeks ago, from Bath & Body Works. This is the one I was waiting for them to put on the site, and it took forever, but they finally got it. And this is just one of those loud, annoying things. I don't know why Steven put that there. He picked that out at Dollar Tree one year. Then these are ones that me and Aiden painted. I did this one, and he did this one. last year or the year before. I think it was last year. And then another one of these things. I don't know why he put these here. I wanted this to be more like spooky stuff and not plastic toys. I'm gonna have to move these. But my oil slick skull and my bat with the Haunted Nights candle, because those two just look really cool together. My Target little fake neon lights. This one does not, the purple doesn't light up anymore for some reason. Or is it the green? It's one of the colors. Yeah, see the purple on the bottom does not light up anymore like it used to. I don't know what's wrong with it. Loose connection, something. I don't know. Another one of these that we painted. And then this is just always here. We've had this since we first moved in together. It's a snow globe with bats in it and a little bride and groom skeleton. And then I got those cups down there with an old picture of Steven because I don't know where to put that one. What else do we have? We have this guy hanging up. We have all the look at the mess over here. This is all the other stuff on the floor that has to go into the window. And then I've been packing orders, so this is just a mess of packing stuff and tissue paper. And then over there in the bags is our outdoor blow-up Halloween stuff. But we've got this as usual every year. And the keep out thingy. And then the lights that kind of slid, I think. No, they look okay, I guess. I don't know. They look cooler when they're lit up. But that's all the Halloween stuff for right now. In the kitchen I have this one. I took this one down for now because I just don't know where to put that one right now. But the one with the pink bats, we got a little Reaper guy hanging here, and my little skull plate that I put out every year. And what else did I put over here? I just put these guys there for now. Because why not? And this little guy that always goes out every year. That's our new microwave. Remember I said our microwave died, so I had to get another one. It's pretty much the same exact thing, it's just a different brand. This is an Oster. I think we had, I don't even know what the other one was, but it lasted like 10 years, something like that. So yeah, I do want to put some more stuff in the kitchen, but for now that's like my main attraction is the little light thing. So we just did the front window with the spider webs.
Look at our beautiful front yard. It's our neighbors.
I know. Hence the reason we always have this, curtain shut.
I love that we live on an intersection. On a three-way intersection. It's awesome.
And then the thing is on the door. What's it called? Wreath. The wreath.
The pumpkin wreath.
I'll try to show it from the outside because we have to go out later, but that's what it looks like for now. It looks creepy. So we just looked at it. You can't really see the witch face, but this pumpkin ghost guy lights up, so at night hopefully it'll illuminate her better. But yeah, that's what it looks like right now. You can kind of see it from here. I need to run the straightener through my hair because I had it in a ponytail and now it's all like dented. But anyway, today is Sunday. I made an appointment for the dentist for Tuesday afternoon after Aiden is done with school, because last night, thankfully, knock on wood, it's not hurting right now, but last night it was like pain shooting throughout my entire jaw. Even though it's a tooth on the top, it was shooting through this entire side of my lower jaw. So I'm not dealing with that anymore. I'm just gonna be like, if it needs to be yanked, yank it. I don't care. It's in the back. You can't see it. At this point, I've said it so many times, I just want to pull all my teeth. I'm gonna just talk to them about it and be like, listen, I have had problems my entire life. No friggin' dentist ever helped me out. It's like, when I would mention things like my teeth get cavities no matter what I try to do. I do what you guys tell me to do, and I just keep getting cavities and stuff. And like, you would think that I sit here chewing on sugar all day or something. I don't know. I don't know why my teeth are like that, but I'm sick of being in pain, and I would like some sort of solution to it. But like, I also don't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars that I don't have on friggin' whatever they do. I don't know. I just want them to take care of this one, and I know for sure I have a cavity over here that I want them to fill before that gets any worse. But it was when I had that tooth pulled a couple of years ago, right before Christmas, when they took that one out, you could see a cavity like in the tooth right next to it. Like, it was between the two teeth and you couldn't see it, so they didn't offer to fill it then, and I was just happy to get out of there, so I never had that one taken care of, and now it's getting bigger, so it's not bothering me, but I also don't want to let it go. So Tuesday afternoon I have to go do that, and I'm trying to decide how we're going to work it, because I think I'm just going to have my uncle come and stay here with Aiden, because they usually make you have someone with you to make sure that you have someone to drive you home after. But like, the last time they didn't care because it was just Novocaine, and I hope they do that again this time. Like, I don't need to be put to sleep or anything, just pull it. I'm fine with it, just pull it. What else was I gonna say? But that sucks too, because Tuesday morning I have to do his the meeting with Aiden's like team for his IEP. It's just like a review, I guess, because he's in a new school now and they want to kind of tailor it to this school. So I have to do that Tuesday morning. I am praying that this does not act up on me again like it did last night. It's always worse at night, and it always happens on a weekend when you can't get to the dentist. The earliest they could, like, I did the I had to look up places around here, and the earliest for new patients, even though I put it's a pain emergency, the earliest they can see me is Tuesday. So they had like all day open on Tuesday, but I don't want him to miss any school this early, and they're doing like testing and stuff for placement this week, so I don't want him to miss any of that. So 2 o'clock. I'm gonna text my uncle right now actually and see if he can come over and just sit with Aiden while we go do that. It's not that far away actually, it's like maybe a 10-minute drive, so that's not too bad. I just had to find a place like near us. I'm just out of it. I'm glad I was able to sleep last night. I took a leave before I went to bed, and it kind of calmed the pain down. And then when I woke up, I was like, I'm afraid to brush my teeth because I don't want to mess with it and get it aggravated again. But it's, again, knock on wood, okay so far. We gotta go pick up our groceries in a little bit. Steven like couldn't sleep last night, so it's 11 o'clock right now, and he's still sleeping because when I woke up at 9, he was on the couch. So I told him to just go back to bed until it was time to go get the groceries. Eden's just chilling and playing in his room, and I finished, like I showed you, we did most of the Halloween decorating. We just didn't do the outside stuff yet. I kind of don't want to put out the inflatables yet because nobody else on our street has anything up yet. And I know it's still September and stuff, but I like to decorate at the beginning of September because this is my favorite time of the year, and I like to have stuff up. Yeah, we just didn't do the outside stuff yet, and I still can't find my light up skull that I wanted to put in the window, but I did get like Halloween fairy lights, like curtain lights for the other side of this curtain, because even with the window decor that we put in there, we still closed the curtain, so like we can't see it and enjoy it. During the day we can, but at night I don't like having that big front window open. You guys saw that, like, we have no view. Our view is like more friggin' buildings over there, which I can't stand, and I don't want anyone looking in our windows, so we just keep that curtain closed all the time. But I figured if I hung Halloween lights on the side, on the inside, then we at least still have something cool to look at for the holidays, for Halloween anyway. Maybe I'll get Christmas ones too, depending on how much we like them. But I'm gonna end the vlog for now because I have to edit this today and make sure I get it up in a timely manner. I'm aiming to get it uploaded tomorrow, but I don't know if that'll happen, so we'll see. But yeah, that's it for this week, and I'll talk to you guys next week.